Welcome to Mistakes for Cookies. Today we're going to talk about making your own cookie recipes. To demonstrate this, we're going to go over two cookie recipes I created. One for banana cookies and the other for peanut butter shortbread cookies. The ingredients for the banana cookies will be on the screen right now. The best practice I find is to have a recipe as your base starting point. For the banana cookies, we are using Ovenly's salted chocolate chip cookies for our base, and I'll link that in the description. From your base, you decide what sort of flavorings or additions you'd want to put into your cookie and modify the base recipe from there. In this example, we are removing chocolate chips and adding banana, so we need to think about what that does. Obviously, adding bananas will add the banana flavor, but they'll also add moisture. So to compensate for this, we reduce the moisture from the original recipe from 1/4 a cup and 1 tablespoon of water to just 1 tablespoon of water. We also reduce the oil a little bit from 1/2 a cup plus 1 tablespoon to just 1/2 a cup. Bananas will also add more sugar to the recipe, so to balance that out, I like to increase the amount of salt in the recipe. After that, it's standard cookie procedure. Combine all of your wet ingredients in one bowl. Combine all of your dry ingredients in another bowl, making sure to thoroughly combine them because it takes longer than you think. And then add the dry to the wet and gently stir until no dry spots remain. Afterwards, we follow the base recipe from before. In this example, Ovenly refrigerates their cookie dough from 12 to 24 hours and then bakes it at 350 for anywhere from 12 to 13 minutes. I went 14 minutes, maybe because the bananas added moisture, made it take a little longer to set, but that decision is up to you. When they finished baking, they looked like this, and after resting for 5 minutes, they looked like this. I'm pretty happy with the result. It's like a crispy banana bread with a chewy interior in the form of a cookie. Next up, we have our peanut butter shortbread, and the important takeaway from this recipe is you need to be okay with failure. My base recipe was Michael Roman's 1, 2, 3 shortbread cookie. I want to add a peanut butter flavor, and the ingredients for my first attempt are on screen now. Peanut butter being a fat similar to butter, I thought just do a half and half split, so half butter, half peanut butter. And the results of my first attempt are on screen now. As you can see, not very good. They were very hard to form, incredibly crumbly as a dough, and when they finished baking, they're all cracked and hardly hold their shape. So from there, it's back to the drawing board to do better. In this example, the cookies were hard to form and cracked too much in the oven, which means we needed to add more moisture so they hold their shape better. The solution I discovered was to use melted butter and 1 egg. Afterwards, we follow the same procedure from the recipe and bake everything the same as we did before. So after baking at 325 for 20 minutes, the cookies look like this. Much better than the first attempt, but still not where I want it to be exactly. I think the ingredients for this peanut butter shortbread are all set. The final step will come from baking, where I want to flatten the cookie more before it goes in the oven, because they don't spread out that much in the oven once baked. Either way, I hope this helps you think about how to make your own cookie recipes by finding a base recipe, adding your own flavorings, and adjusting the base recipe to compensate for what you added or substituted. And remember, it's okay to fail, you just gotta get back up there and keep trying.